Hey guys, I hope you're ready. The decluttering bug has hit me and I am just ready to declutter. We are going through my oldest daughter's room and we are going to be completely transforming this room, decluttering and getting rid of so much stuff, organizing and doing it all. So give me a thumbs up if you're ready to get moving. Hey guys, welcome to Jamie's Journey, and if you like decluttering and organizing videos, then you're gonna love this one. So the decluttering bug has kind of bit me and I am just feeling ready to get rid of stuff. And last week I decluttered our playroom. I really wanted to downsize what we had in there as my girls grow older. This week we are tackling my oldest daughter's room. So I'll get into that here in a minute. But this is my other girls, my twin daughters. They are 5. One of my daughters has chronic nosebleeds. She has seen an ENT, but the nosebleeds are back. So I am getting all these blood stains out of her bedding, and I use my own DIY stain remover. So what I do is I put on some blue Dawn. So I just have the Dawn Platinum here. I love this little squeeze bottle. And I put the Dawn on there and then I sprinkle some baking soda. So I have this nice little shaker because I use the stain remover so often. So I just pour the baking soda in the little shaker and then I will spray on some hydrogen peroxide. And hydrogen peroxide is really the main stain fighter for the blood here. But the baking soda and the Dawn, they all kind of work together to create a paste. I let it sit there. I think I let it sit all afternoon and then I washed like normal and those stains were gone. This is also a great stain remover for pretty much any stains, but I will have the full recipe linked in the description. So I don't know if you guys heard, but my beloved Bissell Steam Shut Ham Steamer was recalled due to burn injuries. There's an article in the description. I love this machine so much. It's my #1 cleaning tool, so I want to make for sure you guys are aware. There is a link in the description of this video that will give you all of the details and how you can get a refund because of this recall. I just want to say that I'm so incredibly sorry if any of you guys have been burned or hurt or had any issues. I've had mine for probably 3 or 4 years. I've never had an issue ever, not one issue. I've never been burned. It still works. Love that machine. It is my #1 cleaning tool, and I just hate that a lot of you guys or a lot of people have had issues. So if you want to read more about it and instructions on how to get a refund if you did purchase one, that will be in this description. But like I said, we're gonna be tackling Avery and I are going to be working on her room. I think that she's getting older. Her views are shifting a little bit with like toys, and so we've been having these talks over the past couple of weeks, and I think it's really clicked specifically with Avery. If we can downsize what we have, it'll be easier to clean up. And so we've been talking about transforming her room, and that little Taylor Swift poster might be a little sneak peek as to what her room's going to look like here in the next couple of weeks. But today we're going to be, not today, well, you guys are watching me, this is like a few days before, but in this video you're going to see Avery and I go in and really downsize what we have in her room so we can decorate it and make it a little bit more of a big girl's room. So here I was just kind of doing some of my daily cleaning tasks and my monthly cleaning tasks. I'm using the e-cloths to clean the pendant lights. So I use first with a wet e-cloth, and then I buff it with a dry e-cloth. They are the glass and polishing cloths. You just use water to clean, and they are one of the best cleaning cloths I've ever had. They also they attract bacteria, they kill bacteria. I will have a link in the description if you wanted to read a little bit more about them and the science behind e-cloths, but they're one of the best cloths, especially for cleaning glass or my glass pendant lights. The only other method that I know that cleans them better is if I take them down and hand wash them with like a Dawn power wash and a glass cleaner, but that takes there's too many steps with that. So for the more maintenance, I'll just use the e-cloths. And then here I was scrubbing the stovetop with my Jaws cream cleanser and my electronic scrubber. So when we get to Avery's room, like I said, we're going to be decluttering. We're going to be decluttering clothes, her closet. We'll be organizing in the closet, organizing in her dresser drawers, and all over. And so what we came up with a plan. We were going to downsize everything in her room, try to keep the bare essentials in her room. And then we were going to decorate. So I'm hoping to do that maybe next week or the week after. I don't really want to rush it. But I had kind of put off decorating or really doing much with her room because there really wasn't anything that she wanted to decorate it with. And I think that when we moved into this house, we were just trying to get settled, and I didn't want to rush anything. I just wanted something to naturally come to us as to like what we wanted to do in her room. And finally, I came up with the idea, and she was like, yeah, let's do it. So we started out here. This was the day we were going to get in here, and we were going to clear everything out, declutter the toys. We are moving all of the Barbies to the playroom. And so step one in this process was, all Avery really had in her room was Barbies, stuffed animals, and then, a bunch of like random stuff. So we decided to remove all stuff that wasn't like bedroom related. So of course she kept her stuffed animals, but any toys, Barbies, we were going to put in the toy room, which we decluttered last week. We got rid of a lot of stuff there. And with the girls getting older, they do all play Barbies really well together. So Avery was ready to share her Barbies with her sisters because they actually play together a lot. And then this allowed us to free up more space in her room and declutter it. So I was also using this time to go through all of her clothes. And so we wanted to set aside the time to really focus on going through her clothes. So something interesting that I kind of came to the conclusion on after I was done with this, she has a lot less clothes now after we were done decluttering than she has in years past. And I think, once she started real school, right? Like kindergarten, first grade, second grade, you want to get a variety of clothes. Avery has definitely a more casual style, but you want nicer shirts. You need different types of clothing for different activities or things they have going on at school. So I would kind of buy a variety. Well, by now, she is 9 years old. She's going to be in fourth grade. She really now has her own style, and she has a preferred style. Up until now, she had a preferred style, but it would wave back and forth. I don't know if this is normal, this is typical, but at 9 years old, it's pretty clear what type of clothes she wears. And I noticed last school year, she really tended to wear the same clothes over and over and over. And so it's like she still needs somewhat of variety because there are times she has to dress up, but she certainly has a very casual style and leans to more casual style. And so with that style, it's like I will make for sure she has a little bit of a variety for when she needs to look a little bit nicer or dress up. But at the end of the day, let's keep it simple. Let's keep it minimal and only have the clothes that she wants to wear. And so this was the first time that we went through her drawers and her closet, and I think that we got rid of a lot and really just focused on the clothes that she wants to wear. She was really helpful in this process. You know, I did most of the work. She helped me declutter everything. And then what we did with her closet clothes and then the dresser clothes, I pulled it out and I would hold it up. And if she would wear it, I mean, there were things I held up and she's like, not wearing anymore. She would say no. If it was something she wanted to wear, I would double check the size. And there, you know, she's old enough to know, like, if she puts on a pair of shorts and they're too small, she knows to set them aside for me. But for the most part, there were some clothes in there that were too small for her. So I would hold it up and she would say yes, no. We would double check the size, and then we would, you know, obviously keep the items that she would for sure wear and that were her size. And we were able to put all the other stuff in a bin in the storage for the twins. But I really liked having her a part of the process because she was able to obviously do the work, see how much hard work we both put in, and then she was able to visually see the transformation from start to finish. And I can tell it's starting to click with her. Like, she realizes, wow, you know, maybe my room looks a little bit bare now, but it's a lot easier to clean. It's a lot easier to manage. We will be adding more furniture, curtains, decorations. I'll talk a little bit more about that here in a little bit in the upcoming weeks. So it's going to look bare, but it will get more colorful. So while I was in here, I was going to clean some of the marks that are on the walls. I have no idea where these marks came from, but I'm using the Zep foaming wall cleaner. And I was going to clean the blinds and do a little bit of dusting. But yes, like I said, we do have a desk for her. We have a desk. We're going to get a chair. We're going to move the dresser, and then I'm going to add curtains. We have some Taylor Swift decorations she really wanted to add. She is a true Swiftie. And when I say this, and when I say a true Swiftie, I'm not a true Swiftie. I like Taylor Swift. I like her, but I only know her like popular songs. But Avery is a Swiftie. And I noticed that with a lot of other kids her age, 9 years old, everyone loves Taylor Swift, but most 8, 9-year-olds, at least that I've seen from Avery and her friends, they like the Taylor Swift popular songs. They don't know all of her songs. And I think if you're a true Swiftie, or what I've heard is, you know, all, like, she will listen to the full the Torture Poets Department album. She will listen to the whole thing, and some of her favorite songs are songs that I have never heard of, and they're just very obscure. But Avery is a true Swiftie. She loves singing her songs, and so I can't wait to give her, you know, the room that she'll love. So stay tuned for that.
You say you don't wanna get in trouble, that you're doing fine cause you got me. I don't wanna break your little bubble, but you gotta wake up to reality. Cause I can see in your eyes, your head is full of dreams. Tears are a proof of failure, you just gotta let them flow without judge. There's so many ways to be happy, you can do whatever you like, you don't have to be ready, you just gotta trust the right, don't have to be scary, you just gotta follow the light, you're able to be happy, you can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready, you don't have to be. I see you hesitating.
All right, I'll get to good week and bad week here in a second, but I still have to organize in Avery's closet, but Mike was putting together a bookcase for her. She has become an avid reader. She loves to read. She's been collecting books, and we thought it was time to get her a bookcase because she has so many. So he was putting that together, and then we're going to organize all the books. She was so excited because when we were done, she wanted to count all the books she read and then how many books she has in total, how many she's read, and how many she needs to read. So love seeing that excitement. Okay, high point, low point to the week, good week, bad week. So really quickly, the high point was going school shopping with Avery. I took her last week. I'm taking each girl individually, spending the whole day with them, shopping, lunch, Starbucks, school supplies, a few school clothes, new shoes, all of that. So I went with Avery last week and we just had an amazing time. The girls are getting so much older, and spending that time with them, it's like you can actually go out and you actually feel like you get to hang out with a friend, and it's so much fun. So spending quality time with all of the girls is just the best. So the low point to my week is yesterday, which you guys can probably be able to tell. Probably can't tell in this video because it's all sped up, but maybe at the end of the video you can kind of tell it in my eyes. You know, I've been having allergy problems. Well, I woke up this morning and my eyes were almost swollen shut. I'll insert a picture here. This is how I woke up. They were so swollen and red and itchy. So like I said, as the day went on and I started moving, the amount of swelling did go down, but it got more red. And so I'll explain my plan of action, what I'm going to do here in a minute. I even have some old school books. If you're around my age, you will remember that my mom had saved for me, and Avery can't wait to read some of these really cool books. These were all of my books growing up that my mom had saved: the Babysitter's Little Sisters and then some of the Babysitter's Club. I even think there's one Boxcar Children in there. So January through April of this year, I had a lot of spots on my face and my neck, and my doctor determined it was allergic dermatitis. An allergy was causing these spots on my face and my neck. I was given a steroid cream. The steroid cream would take care of it, but I had to use a steroid cream every day. My primary doctor did some preliminary allergy testing. The only thing that I came back elevated for was dust mites, which they were like, it's really not that crazy elevated and it shouldn't be causing you all of these issues. So they had given me they decided to refer me to an actual allergist, and the spots went away in June with the May and June humid air. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to table this until it starts coming back. Maybe in the fall, the winter, we'll see. Well then, since I woke up and have the swollen eyes now, it is time to contact and go see that specialist. So I contacted the allergist today. I will be setting up an appointment with them. They have to call me back to schedule, but we're going to get to the bottom of this, and I am just so curious. What am I allergic to? What is it? Because ever since we moved into this house, that's when it really started. So I am curious. So stay tuned. Hopefully I can fill you guys in and I have some answers because I want answers. I wanted to get some labels. I had some like cheap labels from Amazon that I've been using, but they would slide off of these plastic baskets. These baskets are from Target. I will have them linked below. They're one of my favorites. I've been using them in the girls' closets for years. Like probably the past 4 years at least. They're just heavy duty. They're nice to grab. I like how there's a little bit of hole so you can kind of see what's in there, but they're still concealed. But I got these from Target. They're like, I had to get 2 packets. So they're pretty heavy duty. And I thought that they would stick on here a little bit easier. Yeah, they'll be a lot better here. And so what I have in here is I have Avery's like winter boots, like rain boots, which I'll probably pull out here soon. More like winter type boots that we don't need to keep downstairs, but we need to keep them here. If it's raining, I mean, she doesn't wear rain boots all the time, but on the days it is raining, she can run up here and grab those winter boots. It'll be here before we know it. And then these are going to be bags, and then like random drawstring bags. Like if she has like a softball camp or she goes over to someone's house to swim, she'll take those bags. And then this one will be for summer shoes. So when we're done with the flip-flops, the sandals, all of those summertime shoes that we will not wear probably come October, I will put in there. So I'm going to label it winter shoes, summer shoes, and I don't know if I'll label that one, maybe bags. But that way we know what's in here and we can put it up there in her closet. There is nothing in this room, nothing under the bed. Drawers are very minimal. It's all the clothes that she needs. We even whittled down her clothes. Avery tends to wear the same clothes over and over. So, I mean, I made sure she has enough of a variety. But if she's going to wear the same clothes over and over, we're just going to keep it minimal. Hopefully next week, or maybe the week after, we're going to kind of rearrange this and add some decorations, a few other things that she really, really wanted. So We are both really happy with how everything turned out. A lot more minimal. Now, I did not declutter her bathroom. That is something I do have to do as well, but another project for another time. And then in the closet. Got a vacuum in here, but she got her book. She counted the amount of books she had, and here's her clothes. So hopefully this will be a lot easier to keep clean. All right, so this is garbage. Big, heavy, it's very heavy. There's a lot of stuff in there, garbage. And then these are all clothes, shoes, boots that she has grown out of that I will label and put in the storage in the basement for the twins when they get to be extra small, size small. I'm sure I'm gonna blink and it's gonna be here. But yeah. So going back to the steamer, I am just curious, have any of you guys had any issues with the hand steamer, the Bissell Steam Shot hand steamer? I know a lot of you guys have been messaging me, emailing me, letting me know about the recall, which I appreciate. I had come across it about a week ago, but I'm just curious, have you guys had any issues? Like I said, I feel horrible when I hear of, I mean, I can't control the recall, but I know some of you guys have even said you've had issues with yours, and I hate that because when I recommend a product or a cleaning tool, it works. You know, I'm only going to recommend something that really, really works for me. And I know you guys understand that. Just because something works for me and my house and what I have in my house, you know, maybe that doesn't mean it's necessarily going to work for you. Like I know these wet dry vacuums, they work on certain types of flooring, and maybe they don't do as good of a job on other type of flooring. But I love my Tinco and I love my Bissell. So they both work really well on my flooring. And I know that you guys understand that, but I just hate it when you guys have issues with cleaning products that I recommend. So I'm so incredibly sorry if you've had any issues. I haven't. Mine has been great. So don't forget to read about the refund and make sure you're safe, and I will update you if they make the changes and they start selling a new one again. Feels so good to declutter a space that I have been wanting to do for so long. So if you have that spot in your home, just do it. Set aside a day, set aside a week, set aside a couple days, whatever you have. It doesn't have to all be done in a day. I had to get it done in one day, and I had the opportunity to get it done today, but you do not have to get it all done in one day, but it feels good. So pick your room, pick your space, and just do it.